Many people believe that things have been altered in their reality from the way they remember them. They believe the cause of this is the Mandela effect. While no one is sure why it's happening, there are many theories. The Mandela effect is believed to be an alternate reality effect, so not every single effect will apply to everyone. An example that might be ridiculous to someone might be a reality to someone else. This is the nature of the Mandela effect. Every single brand and logo shown here has been checked against databases that track these changes. No change has been recorded. So this is not just a case of rebranding of any kind. So these changes are either due to the Mandela effect or there was never a change at all. I will present all examples as before and now. Before being as people remember it, and now as it is in our current reality. This list was created from the combination of two previous lists. All typos and errors have been corrected to the best of my ability. Here are 100 Mandela effect examples in under 10 minutes. People remember Nelson Mandela dying in the 80s in prison. He actually died in 2013. The village people have an extra member now, a military guy. In the movie The Wizard of Oz, the scarecrow now has a pistol. The famous quote from Snow White, "Mirror, mirror on the wall," is now "Magic mirror on the wall." The back of the eye sockets never had bone, now it does. Tony the Tiger now has a blue nose instead of black. JCPenney is now JCPenney with an extra E. Hitler's eye color changed from brown to blue. Sally Field's famous Oscar acceptance speech line, "You like me, you really like me," has been changed to "You like me, right now, you like me." Chuck E. Cheese is now Chuck E. Cheese's. Desi Arnaz is now Desi Arnaz. Procter and Gamble is now Procter and Gamble. The opening song for Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood has changed from "It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood" to "It's a Beautiful Day in This Neighborhood." An interview with the vampire has now been changed to an interview with the vampire. People remember the Mona Lisa being emotionless. Now she has a smirk. Home Depot is now the Home Depot. The Berenstain Bears are now the Berenstain Bears. The Staples logo now has a staple instead of an L. People remember Gene Wilder died in 2013. He actually died in 2016. The famous quote from I Love Lucy, "Lucy, you got some splaining to do," was never said. Oreos Double Stuff is now spelled with a single F. Seth Macfarlen is now Seth Macfarlen. One of the famous quotes from The Wizard of Oz, "Fly my pretties fly," is now just "Fly, fly, fly." During the assassination of President John F. Kennedy, people remember only 4 people in the car, now there is 6. Cheez-Its is now Cheez-It. Oscar Mayer is now spelled M-A instead of M-E. C-3PO isn't all gold now, he has a silver leg. The Volkswagen emblem is now split. The Volvo emblem is now a male symbol. The Ford emblem now has a little loop in the F. Fruit Loops is now spelled with a double O in the word fruit. Skechers is now spelled without a T. People remember Zsa Zsa Gabor dying multiple times. The famous quote from Silence of the Lambs, "Hello Clarice," is now missing. Cup of noodles is now cup noodles. Whiteout is now whiteout without an H. The Fruit of the Loom logo no longer has a cornucopia. People remember Katy Perry as Kate Perry. Johnny Walker whiskey is now spelled with an I-E instead of a Y. People remember Gaddafi dying multiple times. Sally Field's last name no longer has an S. Johnny Quest is now spelled without an H. Folgers is now spelled Folgers without a D. People remember Castro died in 2011. He actually died in 2016. Mickey Mouse no longer has suspenders. O'Reilly's Auto Parts is now O'Reilly Auto Parts. The classic Queen song, We Are the Champions, no longer ends after Of the World. The Of the World part is gone. In Star Trek, the famous quote, Beam me up, Scotty, was never said. Gordon's is now Gorton's. Mike and Ike's is now Mike and Ike's. Dr. Dolittle is now spelled with a single O. Depends is now Depend. Elliot's Pizza is now Elios Pizza. Gandhi's name is now spelled with an H at the end instead of the beginning. Vlasic only has one S now. Eddie's Ice Cream only has one D. Pennzoil now has two N's. Smokey the Bear is now just Smokey Bear. Pikachu's tail no longer has black in it. Lazy Boy is now Last Boy. Kit Kat no longer has a dash. Inspector Gadget no longer has a mustache past the pilot episode. Curious George no longer has a tail. People remember Sinbad in a genie movie in the 90s. No such movie. The Star Wars line, Luke, I am your father, is now No, I am your father. People remember Bill 9 dying in 2012. He's still alive. People remember the Monopoly Man having a monocle. Halley's Comet is now spelled with two L's. People remember a landmass right next to Australia on the west. No such mass now. People remember SpaghettiOs with a dash and an apostrophe at the end. People remember the tank man refusing to get out of the way and was run over. However, that's not the case. He actually just got on top of the tank. Vicks Vapor Rub no longer has an apostrophe S. Herbal Essence is now Herbal Essence with an S at the end. Coke Zero is now Coca-Cola Zero. Marilyn Monroe's beauty mark has changed location. In Phil Collins' song In the Air Tonight, the lyric has changed from Hold On to Oh Lord. Moses is now depicted with horns. Google Moses depicted in art to see more examples. OxyClean is now spelled with an I instead of a Y. Sex in the City is now Sex and the City. People remember Cuba being smaller than it is today. In the Bible, the animal that will lay with the lamb is no longer the lion, but the wolf. Chick-fil-A is now spelled with a CK. Jiffy Peanut Butter is now Jif. Febreze no longer has a double E. Before, Double Bubble was spelled with a single B in double. In the movie Field of Dreams, the famous quote, if you build it, they will come, is now if you build it, he will come. The quote from the movie Forrest Gump, life is like a box of chocolates, is now life was like a box of chocolates. The Barbie song lyrics used to be I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, is now I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Cliff Notes is now Cliff's Notes. Thanksgiving is no longer on the third Thursday of November, it is now on the fourth Thursday. People remember Harry Houdini's name as Henry Houdini. Daylight Savings Time no longer has an S. The Xbox logo now has a little tail in the back of the letter B. Looney Tunes is now spelled Looney Tunes. The Addams Family is now spelled with a double D. The famous quote from the movie Jaws, we are gonna need a bigger boat, is now you are gonna need a bigger boat. The Chevron logo now has the red on the bottom instead of the top. Hanes no longer has an I in it. Pixie Sticks is now spelled with a Y. And Ready Whip no longer has an H in the whip. Hello everyone, this is JC and I hope you enjoyed the video. I would love to hear your comments and suggestions for future videos. Please be sure to check out our other Mandela content. We upload on a weekly schedule, so we got a lot more to come. We would really appreciate a like and subscribe if you already haven't done so, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.